Hello everyone, this is Hauns, and today we are continuing where we left off last. So last time we were in Villas, and we went all the way to the ice-clad, or to the Circaden town of the dwarves, and also into the Ice Well Keep, is what I meant to say, where the Dane rules over them all. And now we are on our way back to the North Row, to Antonica, so that we can get some levels and as well as just get back over to Qeynos, because we do need to kill some poachers and some other things. But until then, we are going to have to try to survive our way back. Now, I was talking to some people the other day, and they asked me, Hauns, are you ever going to get teleports to locations? And I was telling them, no. Why would I teleport whenever I can explore the world through the featies that I have? Because I do have the featies, as they are made for the striding, and I am a strider. So yes, I will never take the teleports. Though I really love my druid brother and sisters, I just feel that if I always take a teleport, that I am never going to see the whole world and find all the quests and meet all of the very cool beasts. That said, that may also get me killed, but still, I feel that is the better way to go, just so that I can explore better. Now, at some point, I do not remember the when, but I will have a spell that makes me like a wolfie, and I will be able to travel much faster than I am now. But until then, I have to live with the feat that I am given, and hopefully we will be able to make it to our destination safely. Now, I do want to try to stop in level a little bit here and there. We could stop in the Innerthal Swamp. There is a dungeon there with little froggy peoples. We could also go to the Oasis. I don't know if the Oasis will actually be low enough for me, because there are specters and orcs and all kinds of other things there that may end up killing me. Now that we are coming up to rhinos, I need to make sure that the rhinos, and also there is supposed to be these little fluffy little walrus people thingies. So I need to make sure that those are also very friendly to me, because if they are not, then we may have a problem. We may end up dying here. But I do not see any. Oh, wait a minute. I see one there. Okay, it is called an Uthork, and they do not hate me. Oh, they do hate me. So I need to be very careful and not go near any of them. They are very social too, so they will kill me if I get too close. And they are very, very much higher level than me. But we should be very fine, I think. So I am going to traverse this landscape, and hopefully we will meet back in the North Row without any kind of incident. If so, then we go all the way back to Qeynos, and we have to run all the way back to here to get my corpse. Should be fun either way. I also just need to make sure that I am safe. So I will see you in the North Row. Okay, so we are now in the Ice Cloud, and while the Eastern Wastes was very evil and very hard for us, this is probably going to be the hardest of the three zones, mainly because of the fact that there is more mobs condensed in one area than in the other ones. Also, a lot more mobs that are not liking me as well. So, as you can see, the puppy dogs. Now, there are many different kinds of puppy dogs in the zone, and I believe I touched on this last time I was here. But if we do find one of those puppy dogs, I will let people know in the zone. And yeah, just be very nice. I'm only level 9. It's not like I can kill them myself. And I don't need the map because I probably will never at any point kill the mob, the Grim Feather, who is the person who drops the main map, or the hardest map in the zone. It's not that he is hard, he is only like level 38, but it is that he has such a very rare spawn. And whenever he does spawn, he is always captured up and gobbled up by everyone else waiting in lions. So that may or may not ever be a thing. So, but yeah, this is going to be the harder of the zones because once we get past this island, which is the island of the giants and the wolfies, some snow cougars, and also some of the snow dervishes. Once we get past here, we got to go past the gnolls, which I believe they are going to be very nice to me. Even though it is very weird, I am from Qeynos. We kill the gnolls in this area. So I don't understand why they don't hate me. But once I get there is going to be tons and tons of the snow cougars, and they, I believe, if I remember correctly, they do not like me at all. So that might be one of the hardest parts because if a snow cougar gets anywhere close to me, I have nowhere to go. I will die at that point. So that should be very fun. Also, the fact that if anyone ever pulls anything close to me in the zone, I will probably most likely take it as a aggro, mainly because of the low level. Not if I don't attack, but if they die or they get any kind of range away from the mob, then it will probably attack me and kill me in 1 or 2 hits. I'm not saying that I'm very weak. I have 236 hit points, but still, it is very possible that I will die really quickly. So I do need to be very cautious of this. So hopefully we are going to come up to the dragon ring. And once we find the dragon ring, then we are going to go across the water, which is its own kind of problem. I don't know if there are any sharks because I've never seen them. But I guess once we get to that point, we'll be able to track any kind of monsters in the water, that kind of thing. But it should be very fun. I don't remember if I ever shown you where the Grim Feather spawns, but I will try to show you this time, even though it is very perilous for me. It should be very fun either way. So I don't know about you, but I am really enjoying the times that I am having while I am traveling throughout the game, throughout VLs. And I also feel that whenever the new server is going to be coming out very soon, in October, as they said, for the green server, I don't know what I feel about that. I feel that it may be good because it is going to allow people to explore the game as it originally was, but it is also going to, for me, I don't know if that is something that I want to do. Because that's a lot of time that people will have spent on this server, and then they are going to have to start all the way over again. So I understand people's wants and needs and thoughts on how they are going to go about it. Some people have no problem. They are going to just go straight over to the green server. We will probably have a huge dip in population. Now, the question is, for the higher level guilds, are they going to lose a lot of people? Are they going to still be able to have people raiding? Are people going to be playing this server and that server at the same time whenever they are waiting for camps that are overly camped, like the Mana Stone and that kind of thing? I really don't know how that is all going to go, but I am still trying to decide on my own if I plan to go over to those servers, because I feel that there is a lot of time dedicated onto this server, and it may or may not be a better way to go. Oh, oopsies. We almost got in the water there, and it is very frigid here. And I am in this abandoned mail, which is not very good for getting cold. It could rust, and that would be very bad. That said, I do have a friend who does have the proper way to treat the banded armor whenever it does get rusty. I believe they use like metal oil or something like that. Just to make sure that it doesn't go bad on me. Anyway, we are now traveling over the section. I believe it is this island right here. I need to get some endurance. But this island right here where these three snowfang nose are, or maybe, yes, it is this one. They are, this is where the Lodizol spawns, right underneath this island here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump across. Okay, I am, okay. They were killing a little seal. That is very mean of them, but at least it was not me. Oh no, I am in the water. It is so cold. I am freezing. Oh my. I see the dead person over there. This is not good. Okay, we are safe now. So I am going to have my armor oiled at some point, so it does not go bad. So over here, there are some quest mobs, as you can see, some named peoples. Now, I don't know what, I am in different faction with these people, and you should be able to talk to them, and they will have quests for you. Up there is the Tower of Frozen Shuttles, the home of Tesserina, I believe her name is, something like that. I don't really remember, but she is very evil, and I believe she was the wife or the daughter of Myong Mistmore, who is, of course, the leader of the Mistmore zone, of the Mistmore castle. And a long time ago, he disappeared. And during the same time, Tesserina was then abandoned by him, and she became a vampire. Well, no, I believe it goes something more like this. Tesserina was very in love with Myong Mistmore, and Myong told her that he could make her into a vampire. But there was something in her blood that made it so she turned into a wicked vampire. Wings sprouted from her back, her face deformed, and she became a gruesome vampire. And at the point, Myong fell in love with her due to her looks, which is not a good reason to unlove somebody. That is very bad. Do not do that. But yes, he fell in love with her because of the way she looked. Okay, we are going to have to take a swim because I don't think I have the endurance to do another one of those crossings. Now, luckily, I am seeing no sharks or anything in the water, but for some reason there is a snow cougar close. So let me go ahead and track him and see where he is. So he is behind me, hopefully not on me, because if he is on me, well, that would be very bad. Then I would have to try to find my corpse in the water, which would not be great. But yeah, it was poor Tesserina who ended up being locked away in the tower, and now all of her minions, all of that. I believe when she turned, or maybe she killed them all. I don't really remember what the situation was, but all of them are now undead, or they have become turned into armor that has no soul or anything like that now. So it's very sad, the whole situation, but it is good because we can go there and get all the loot, because she is mean now. So because she is mean, we are now able to go and take her stuffs. I believe that is how it all goes, something along those lines. You become bad, we take your stuffs. It should be that way, I believe. Anyway, now we are on the hardest part of our trek. This island has so many of the snow cougars, and they can all claw us to death. They are very hard to see against the white background as well, so we are going to have to just keep a lookout. Along with that, I am going to show you where Grimfeather spawns, which is up north here. Just try to see where everything is. There is a cougar there, and a cougar there, okay. And a cougar there, okay. We need to be very careful because up here, I believe there is a named cougar that can spawn. That is a black cougar or panther. I don't know if it's a cougar. It's called something. I don't remember though. But if we travel up here and we are very careful, very, very careful, we should see there it is, 3 cougars standing around, talking to each other, just telling each other, isn't it very nice that we have the fur? And it is making us very, very warm. And they're like, yeah, that is very true. We do have fur, and it is making us very warm. Anyway, up here, on this hill, over this, we should see somebody here. Yes, you can see there are cougars, and there is a guy who is a ducky tails. And up on the top here is where the Grimfeather spawns. So that is the thing. Okay, we are going to try to get on the boat and get all the way back to the North Row and have some fun with that. Hopefully it will not take too long, but it is possible that it could, and hopefully nobody trains any of the mobs over to here. So this is very interesting. I never knew this before, and I am finally on the island that leads over to North Row. But if you look, Icebreaker, which is this boat over here, is an item, or a mob. So for some reason, you are able to track it. So if you have track, you can at least see whenever it's getting close to you. If you have a very good track. Now, as far as this other little boat that we are supposed to find over here, I have no clue how we are going to find it, but hopefully we will find it very close, or maybe it is already in this area. I believe it travels past this little thing here, but I guess we're going to have to just look in the water and try to find it as it goes by. Oh, it is here! It is here! Oh my goodness, that is very convenient. Okay, here's the question. How do I... Oh, and it just lets me on. Okay. Alright, that is very nice. So, apparently, this will always, maybe, question if it may always be hell whenever the other boat is at the dock, or whenever it is getting to the dock. So, that is very helpful for us. Now, it's going to take us a little bit more time, but we should be back all the way over in the North Row in just a moment. So I do not know what just happened, but I was standing on the boat, and I paused for a moment, and it took me into the middle of nowhere. I don't know where I am currently, so I have no clue what just happened. But, good news, bad news, you have no mobs in the area. And, what is this little button? Maybe this is a thing? I don't know. But, I am nowhere near where I was before. I am swimming non-stop trying to find the, Josel the Lodge, who is supposed to be straight in front of me. So this is, a situation. Hopefully we do not have any sharks out here or in this area at least. And if we do, then we're going to have to try to find a way around them. So this is very bad for us. We are getting our cardio up though. That is good. We are getting our swimming, but the oiling situation is now in full force needed because of the water times that we are spending. I am wondering how far away this has put me because I was just standing on the boat and it hadn't moved. And as soon as I took a break for a moment, I was gone, and it was gone. And the island look at how far away the island is. I was not even on the boat for that long. It was instant. It was instantly as soon as I had stopped. It had sent me to 0-0, I believe. I should have actually checked, but it sent me all the way over here. I think it is very funny. Concerning, but very funny in the for sure. Luckily, I was able to target just at the lodge before I was sent all the way over here, because if I hadn't, there is no way that I would have found this place. I would have had to hope that somebody was in the zone, and most likely I would have had to swim all the way back over to the Gnome Island where the Grimfeather is, and that would have probably taken me about an hour just to do that. But I would have probably gotten my swimming all the way back stop, but luckily it is I was able to get him targeted. For some reason, I now have the icebreaker targeted, but I don't know how that is even possible. I don't know. It's very crazy, the situation that this happened, but hopefully it will not happen again. we will try to make it to North Row, and if not, then I will have to put in a report or something. It's very weird. Okay, we are now in the Oasis and heading back to Qeynos now. I did stop in the East Commons to see if there was any kind of weapon that I would be able to buy for around 20 platinum, and I also had a bronze shoulder piece that I was able to sell. Oh, who are you? You are Amelie. Oh, I cannot hurt you. Okay. So anyway, I was able to stop, and I just said, anyone have a ranger weapons that I could buy for around 20 platinum? Plus I have the bronze shoulders, and I got a few replies. One of them was for an offhand item that I cannot use yet, which is the Storm Feather Talons, which is kind of funny. Those are actually not that bad for what they are and from what they come from. But I was able to buy the Nature's Wrath, which is, oh, hey, Cryptomummy, if that is not good. But I was able to buy this weapon here, and it was very, like I said, the 20 platinum plus the item, the bronze shoulders that I had. So I now have an upgraded weapon. There is also a magical item which will allow me to later on kill the Willow of the Wisps, that will allow me to be able to get a better light source, because that is something that we are definitely going to need. But I have no more money now, so I am going to have to start farming some money again, but that will come in time. So let us go ahead and continue our way. If I find something that is by itself easy to kill, then I will kill it, because we don't want to get the experiences. We are level 9 now, so once we get over to Shafar Glade, we will be able to buy our new spells. And that way we have some kind of buffs, or we have some sort of offensive spells that we can use for whenever we are soloing or grouping. Also, I would like to farm enough money to be able to shoot to get the arrow components, because I did some arrow making while I was waiting, and I did not do very well. I had a little bit of a stack on one side, and then I had a full stack on the other. And here I am now with, oh, I do not want to take you. That is a dry bone skeleton that we do not want to get near. But I only made one skill point, which I am now a huge level 4 into to the fletching now. So I need to get that skill up. That is going to take some money as well. So hopefully whenever we get back over there, we'll probably kill the gnolls and gnoll burrows, the black burrow, and also maybe kill some bandits with some other people for some bandit sausage, which I believe you can turn in for bronze items. It looks like the rain has gone away, and we are now in the south row. So in here, we should find some mobs that are closer to our level. There is a orc fort, I believe, or orc areas that you could pull from. But before we did that, we would probably want to wait until we got our spells, because I don't know when we get to the spell, but there is an ability we do get later on that allows us to comb the minds of all the mobs in an area, allowing us to single pose them, but it has to be in an outside zone. And, oh, the dervish does not hit me? Okay, the dervish does not hit me, we are safe. I was thinking that was a madman or a skeleton or a mummy of some sort. That would have been bad. Was it as a coyote? And they are threatening to me. How dare you? You should be very nice to me. Desert man, we do need to be careful of them. They are ready to attack, even con to us, but they are casters. They are druids as well, so we do not want them to cast on us, though that would be very detrimental to us. So, yeah, this one is one of my favorites. You can get a few things from here, like if you kill, I believe, all the spiders, you can get the spider queen or the spider mother to spawn, which is the tarantula, and then you can also get the ancient cyclops. There are two of them. There is one that spawns here, and one in the Ocean of Tears. So that will allow you to get these things called the J-boots. And J-boots are an insta-clicky item that allow you to refresh your spells really quickly, but they are also just a fast getaway. So even though I am a ranger, I will probably get J-boots just for the ability to have something that I can get away quickly until I am able to cast Soul on myself, if for any reason Soul is stripped off of me while I'm running. It happens. It's a thingy, I think. So these mobs are blue to me. They would be very easy to kill, but I would rather have someone else with me. Also, if I had that spells that I was talking about, that I would be able to do an AoE lullaby so that they do not attack me all at once. But we may have a solo. He is yellow to me. I do not want to risk it. We are still close to getting home. That I do not want to risk it for the biscuits, as people would say, because that would be very bad if we have to run all the way back again. There are a few things in here that I would be able to kill. Actually, if I wanted to, I could go over to the zone called the Upper Gok, or Gok Zone 9, where the froglocks live, and I could kill some froglocks there. But I wonder, I should run into a froglock here or there, and if I do, I'm waiting to see what they con, because I do not want them to hate me right away, and maybe never hate me. Maybe that will be one of the factions that we work hard to keep. So we don't go there until we are higher level, and we then go to the undead zone line, or the undead froglocks, and then we kill them, because they do give us faction, I believe, for the Upper Gok froggies. So maybe we will become full ally with the Upper Gok froggies if we never kill the Upper Gok froggies ever. You know what I mean? That is my goal. I now have a goal, and that goal is to make sure that I never kill a froglock. That is a living froglock. They are animals too, or amphibians, whatever it is. They are still a living, and I do not want them to be hurties. So that is now the plan. We do not kill the froglocks from now on, if we ever have killed one before. Unless they attack us, then we must protect ourselves. We are a protector anyway, do you know? So let us try to find our way to fare out. Hopefully it will not take us too long. And then we are going to probably finish our way all the way over to Qeynos before I talk to you again, because I want to make sure to concentrate the whole time. Maybe I will record it, maybe I won't. Let me know in the informations if you would rather me do very long videos where I do record every zone that I travel through, or if you would like to just see the deaths for when I do die from being mistaken or things like that. If that is something that you want me to do, then I will make sure to always include everything. But we have done this trap many times before, back or forward, I believe, and so I feel that it is not anything new for anybody, and I do not have any people that I can actually talk to. Oh, hey, that is a lizard person. Hello, lizard peoples. How are you? I hope you are having a good day on so far, is what I said. And he said hello. He asked me, just trying to figure out where I should level. So I'm asking him his level. He is actually yellow to me. I'm telling him that he could kill the spiders in the south row. There are also some orcs. You might be able to kill some of the... Well, I cannot tell him about the froglocks. That is bad. That is against my nature. I must protect him. At level 12, I believe, in West Karana, there is a bard you could kill until level 16 or so. Well, while we are waiting here, I'm going to go ahead and fail at making some more arrows. By the way, I do know that the screen is very dark, and I am going to try to work on that. There is a quest I can do if I get felt from some friends. I am one of those people that I do not want to have something handed to me so much, but I will do what I can to try to make everything better. There is a quest that I can do called the Helm of the Tracker. Alright, so he says that he is going to do that, and I told him that sounds wonderful, and that I must be on my way. Bye-bye now! So the Helm of the Tracker is a quest that you can do. Since I am a tuner ranger, I am able to do this quest. So the way it works is there are some giants in the arena, and they are usually killed and just left there. The parts for the helmet are just left there for people to take. So what I was thinking is that I need the faction anyway. So why don't I take myself over there with a few bags of arrows and maybe go to the arena, and whenever they are killing, if for any reason I am able to pick up the heads that I need, and then I only need one other head, which is the head of the overseer, I believe, and then maybe I can have some friends help me with that and be able to get the helm, and that will give me ultra vision or true sight, I believe this is what it's called, or true vision, or something along those lines, something that will allow me to actually be able to see better. And I know it is very dark. It is very dark. For some reason, whenever I record, it makes it dark, and if I try to lighten it, it makes it ultra grainy, and it is very bad. So we have Bouncer Herd very close to us. I'm going to go ahead and track him. And he says he is straight ahead, so I do not know how far straight ahead. He is most likely on the island over by the Kazakh's rule. But I don't know. I kind of feel very scummy if I did it that way, if I went ahead and got the helmets by those means. I really would rather wait until I was high enough level that I would be able to kill them. But not that I would be able to kill them myself, but I would be able to kill them within the appropriate level range, which is probably closer to level 30 to 40, something along those lines, and maybe be able to go from there. But I don't know. You let me know if you feel that that is an appropriate thing to do, to go ahead and get the Helm of the Tracker, because I know it is very dark, and I do not know why, but every time that I play the game, it is always nighttime. So even whenever we get out of here, let me check the time. The time is 2 p.m. It is 2 p.m. and it is as dark as all daylight. These are dubious to me. And the hurt person is to the right, so we need to make sure that we try to get past here quickly so we do not get killed. But yeah, I would do the Helm of the Tracker if you feel that there's appropriate. It is a item that is far above my level, but it is something that I would be able to use. Also, we would be able to go to the plane of the growth. I would also have to save some money up, because we would have to get I believe it is called a halfling helmet of the whatever thingy that allows you to teleport over to the West Common Lands. And now that I would be able to use, because that is an item that I would be using. It wouldn't be that somebody came and teleported me. It is a form of teleportation though, and it is taking me very far from where I was. But it is one of two ways that I would be able to get out of the zone. The other one is that I would have to attack my peoples, and they would then be very mad at me for that. So I would not be able to do that, I feel. Ooh, we have a green blood zombie very close by. Also, we have some swamp alligators, it would seem. We are about to come up upon the specters of the zone. And hopefully they do not or not engage, so that I can get by, or they have already been killed. And I think they have already maybe been killed, or no, because I still do not see them on track. I need to figure out if the updater actually works. I don't know if that is a persistence, or if that is only for a newer version of the Everquest. So I'll keep it checked for. Well, I'm gonna uncheck it. I don't. Okay, that is a bat. We are okay. There are specters up, and there is a specter right there. There is a shaman here. It looks like. I am going to bid him a good peace, and will. So I told them that, good day, large ogle peoples and normal people or persons. Okay, so they ended up giving me a spirit of the wolf, which is going to help me very much. But I wanted to get out of there because I was getting scared of the specter, being that I am level 9. If it decided to run or did an AoE of any type, I would probably not be in very good condition. So that would have been very bad. Oh, there are skeletons here. And a zombie. The zombie is even to me. I don't know if I trust. I do not know if I trust my skill with a two-hander to try to take on that yet. And I don't want to attack these guys because they are also not mean to me until I absolutely have to. There are things that I will have to farm at some point that that require me killing them, but I feel that there is no reason to cause tension between factions until it is absolutely necessary, as long as it is, and this feels very crude of me to say, to meet the needs of my person. We finally have some daylight, and it looks like they are taking on the brother of the Cipher, which is the, Cipher, whatever his name is, which is for the monk epic thing. And that is very cool that they are doing that. And it looks like it is not one guild. Well, it is mostly one guild, but it is a group of people coming together for the cause of one individual, which looks like it is either for, let me see the fisties. So it must be for the Ixar monk, I believe, unless he has the thing as well. Sometimes the monks, they like this robe very nicely because I believe it has 100 hit points on it. So they will go and try to either do the quest again or get together a group of people that will kill. By the way, have you noticed that it is now going back into the nighttime? We spent all of our time in the forest. So it is now going back to nighttime again. It is always this way for some reason. It's like it knows that I cannot see, and it wants it to make it to be the darkest it could be ever. So again, I do apologize for that. Just let me know, do you think I should use the Helm as a tracker early on? Seeing that all of the parts are reasonably easy to get with the right people, and the fact that there is almost always a group or a guild up in the arena area that I would be able to maybe follow and work on as a faction with them. Actually, there is no faction that I have to work on because it is the faction of Tuna, and I have not killed anyone of the Tuna faction, nor will I. But once I have this Helm as a tracker, that would be amazing. It would help me a whole lot. But again, it is kind of against my whole mantra of do it yourself and all those things. But it would be still putting myself in very much of danger. But just wanted to see what you guys think before I do something along those lines. I have no problem going all the way back over there to the Villas to try to get it, especially whenever we are dealing with a situation where it is so dark in my videos, and I do not want it to be dark for you guys. I feel that that is very wrong, because it is very hard for you to see, and honestly, I understand now whenever people are watching a friend of mine who is of the SE Gamma or the Demiro who is always having problems with a dark video. And that is mainly because of the fact that they cannot see. Well, the software that they are using is making it darker. For me, it is nice and clear, but I am actually looking at the video as we go along, so I can absolutely see that it is very dark, and I can't really color correct it or anything along those lines to make it any better than it currently is. So I do apologize again for that. If you know a way to make it better, if you know a software that I could run it through to maybe fix it, please let me know, and I will try my best to resolve that issue. Until then, maybe the Helm as a tracker is an option for the True Sight ability. So there are no boats available here at the dock. Sometimes you will see one, and sometimes you will not. Also, there are bandits right over there, so whenever we get higher level, if we're having problems finding bandits, we could always come back here. I wanted to talk to these guys, because they do not hate me, they are indifferently, and I believe some of them are merchants. And I wanted to see what this two-handed axe that I have would sell for. So it would sell for 5 platinum. I don't know if I would be able to find someone who could use it, and it is not something that I could sharpen to become untarnished, or to become tarnished, making it a sharper weapon. So I think I am going to go ahead and sell it. It's something that is weighing me down. I'm going to go ahead and do that then, I feel. Okay, there we go. And I don't think I really need anything. I am foraging all my food and water. So now we get to swim again. I love the swimming. It is a skill that we all need. And however it is that we are able to acquire the swimming is different for different people. Sometimes they will just swim in big oceans so that they can get their skill up. But for us, we are going to do this hopefully safely, and we won't run into any kind of evil in the water. One thing that you should know whenever you are coming through here is that we are going to be getting there probably closer to the nighttime. Let's take a look at the time again. So it is now 7 p.m. I believe around 8 or 9 p.m. it's going to turn all of the gnolls that are at the dock that we are heading to into undead. So instead of going straight up to the dock, we need to go up along the side of the wall. That way we are able to skirt around them and not get killed. So that is what I plan to do. Also, it looks like there's some orcs over here, and they are a little bit higher level. So we have some options here if we want to come back to the zone and do some leveling. But I feel that Blackburrow has a few quests that we should definitely check out. Maybe we can get the quest for the monk. I think it is a headband or a belt of some sort, and maybe help by doing that part of the quest and maybe handing it to a friend of ours. If we run into a monk that we start to group with a lot, we would be able to give it to them, and they would be able to use it for the epic later on. Also, it is nice. It's not a great item. It is a decent item to have, especially when you are very first starting. So I will go ahead and travel through the rest of the zone and travel through the South Corona and meet you over in the North Corona, where we're actually most likely in West Corona because it is not very far from the North Corona zone line. Unless I run into anything or anything decides it wants to try to kill me. I always must allow you guys to see my death. If I do not show you my death, then, well, it didn't happen, and also running back that I have to do, it never happened either. And you must know that I am running back because it is very hilarious whenever I do die. But I will see you hopefully safely in the Karanas very, very soon. So we are now in the North Karanas, and we are heading all the way over to the Qeynos Hills. I believe the first thing that we are going to do is head over to Cipher Glade, and we are going to see if we can get our spears for level 9, and then we are going to kill the poacher. I don't remember who had asked us to kill the poacher. I think it was one of the people at the archery range, but we will go ahead and kill the poacher, then turn that in. And we were probably in there because next time I want to do some hunting, get some levels, try to get closer to level 20 or so. I believe it is not until much later that I can use a dual wield. Also, I need to get my two-hand skill leveled up because while it is a great weapon and it has a good amount of damage, it is going to take me some time to be able to become skilled with it. Maybe next time, if we are lucky, we will find a group that we can group with and maybe do some hunting in Blackburrow. Again, it would be very dark, but so you need to let me know in the comments. Should I go ahead and get the, or not get it so much, but work on trying to get the Helm of the Tracker. Also, while I am thinking about it, I do want to thank her name is Kamara, I believe. I hope I am saying that correctly. She ended up helping me in South Corona. I was coming up to the bridge, and I had a lion on me that attacked me at the last moment. And while I was trying to get the lion out from underneath the bridge, because for some reason it was acting weird, another lion ended up attacking me, and she ended up helping me by saving me. If she would not have saved me, I would have died most likely. She then afterwards she offered me 2 items, and I went ahead and did not accept them because I want to earn them myself, and I feel that taking them is bad form for a protector, for a strider. So I want to actually hunt them on my own. One of them was the Bloodstained Tunic, which I believe comes from the unrest area in the Fadok, and the other one was the feathered leggings, which comes off of a Pegasus, I believe, in the area of South Carolina. So yeah, we will get those at some point, but we are not going to try to take items from people. I feel that I would like to earn them, or if anything, try to buy them if I have some money. But right now I have no money, as you can see. I am down to 8 platinum, and that is really all that I have. Okay, I do not know where we need to go. I know that there is a person in one of these buildings that we need to talk to for our spells. We have 2 people on track at the moment. That is funny. There is actually a fish on track. So I believe, let me look through here, see if I can find the person. Rockin, I believe, is who I need to find. So we'll go ahead and track them. Ahead and to the right. Okay, it's to the right. So it's probably within this building over here. Let's see here. Okay, there he is. Okay, let me go ahead and check my inventory because we are gonna need to probably put that there. And if we go by, I believe it is the copper, maybe, we'll be able to find spells that we're able to get. So, Ranger level 15 for that one. Into fire, that is within our level. And that is 1 gold, so we are able to buy that. Flamelick, I believe, as well. Lull Animal, very nice. That is something we can absolutely use. Minor Healing. Oh, we'll get a healing spell. That's great. I believe this was also we can get. And let's just look through here. And then this is, I don't know what that is, but I believe it's like binoculars or something like that. And then the rest of these are higher level. Let's see if we can find, I believe it's called Harmony. Let's see if one of these people has Harmony and see what levels that is. This person does not spell spells. Levitate. Rumbles, nothing there. Was that this person? No, I think it was. Was there's another merchant over here. I will go ahead and crouch over. Invigorate, ignite. Shoot of the Sizzle. Okay, I'm not seeing the spell. Okay, these are, oh, here's my trainer. So I think I have 40 points that I can put in. I'm going to put some points into here. Get me up to like level 20 there. And then on the fletching, where is the fletching at? Fishing, baking, fletching. I'm going to put all the points I can into this as well. I think 21 is fine. And that will allow me to at least start to get some arrows made. Again, we did use some of... Oh, well, we really didn't use very much of our money now, did we? Let's go ahead and get these spells memmed real quick. So, Indoor Fire, that is going to be a resist. I'm going to go ahead and put that on page 3. Flamelick, this is like a primary spell, so I'm going to absolutely put that on the first page. Lull Animal, this is probably going to go over here. Minor Healing, until we get another healing, that is going to be a healing that we will use. Skin Like Wood, that is going to also be a primary spell for us. And Glimpse, I'm going to put this over here with the Lull, though later on I will probably move it. Because the Lull Animal is something that I will probably end up using. I'll probably put all my lulls. If I have a charm, I don't think I get any kind of charm. I think that's just only druids and shaman. But if I get anything else like this, or invisibility to animal, something like that, I will put that over there. Okay, and then we want Flamelick on our number 1, I believe. And then we'll put skin, and then we'll put healing, I believe. Now, I don't know how much mana this is going to take, or how much actual mana I have. I have 211 mana, rather, actually. So maybe we'll go ahead and kill the... what is he called? The poacher. if we can find him. And we have all these bears. The bear cubs, I believe, are supposed to be under... Oh, I see a poacher now. So there's 2 poachers. And there's Bryn Tree Climber. Okay, so let's just go ahead and head out there. I know where they are supposed to be. I believe it is over this way. Is it here? Okay, it is here. Okay, so first off, wish us very much luck. I'm gonna go ahead and put skin like wood, if it would allow me to cast it. Okay, that didn't take too much of the mana. Okay, so I am looking for a poacher. The closest one I will go for. Actually, that's not how this is set up. Let me go ahead and go distance. Let's see where the closest poacher is. Let's go ahead and track them. Ahead and to the left. Oh, here he is. Now, I'm going to use this spell. This is supposed to be a high aggro spell. We are not doing very well so far. So, is this a dot? I believe it is. It is 3 damage per tech, it looks like. I don't know how much this is going to heal me. Okay, we are doing fine so far. He is hitting me more than I am hitting him, but I do have the spells and the mana to be able to take him on a little bit. I don't know if I should keep casting. I don't know. It's still pulsing the 3 damage per tick. So I may probably save my mana for the actual heals and things like that. Okay, I'm not beating him. This is probably a very bad thing for me to stay here. Flamelick has worn off, so we're going to re-Flamelick him. I'm going to re-heal myself. And he is running. That is great. I think, do I not get a snare or something like that? I should probably take a look and make sure that I was supposed to get a snare. Because I'm pretty sure I was supposed to. Ah, we did get a poacher's head. So let me go ahead and grab that. And we will go and, I believe it is, like I said before, the guy who is at the archery. That we need to turn that into. And if it gives us a good experience, then we will probably go ahead and continue to kill them. Because it wasn't that bad of a kill. It also, we are having to take into fact. Oh, let me go ahead and cancel. It looks like there is still another poacher that was there that I was targeting. But we should have gotten some skill maybe for the 2-hand. Okay, let's talk to, I believe it's Haga that we had talked to. Hey Haga! Greetings Hans. Feel free to rest here in Shofar Glades. Just be sure, do not do any hunting whilst here. If so, then you shall pay Will you abide by the laws? I will abide by the laws. That is wise. Your health for now is assured. Let me see. Let's see. Let me talk to this guy. Is he a merchant? He is a merchant, but let me go ahead and hail him anyway. He is not speaking with me. Okay, so let's see. Maybe it was somebody in here that I talked to. I know that there was somebody, but I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and end here. And next time we'll go ahead and take on finding out who we need to turn the poacher's head into. And then we'll head over to the Qeynos, or maybe even to the Blackbird and try to get some experience. Thank you so much. I will talk to you again later. Bye.